7 years old, my favorite thing in the world was ballet. But after my first Nutcracker performance, my dad and my stepmom got in a car accident, and even though I wasn't in the car when it happened, they said that the car accident was my fault because they were coming home from my show. Here's my life story, part 3. It was actually just my stepmom who told me that the car accident was my fault, but I totally believed her because I was 7 and I had no reason not to believe her, and I carried around this guilt for a long time and this belief that my joy was to the detriment of others. My stepmom had bruises all over her face and body, and although she was physically fine, the bruises were really scary for a 7-year-old girl, and I truly believed that it was my fault. It was with this in the backdrop that my dad was finally able to convince me to agree to not do ballet for a year. He told me he was going to make a deal with me, and that if I took 1 year off of ballet, he was going to take me on all these vacations and camping trips, and then at the end of that year, I would see how much better life was without ballet, and after that year, I could make my own choice. He made me dots and shake, and you can't break a promise once you've dots and shaked on it. And I really think that shake is the worst part about this because it made me feel like I agreed to it, but in reality, there was no way that I had no choice in the matter. That year without ballet was really difficult because at my mom's house, we had moved out of my grandparents' house, so I no longer had my grandparents with me every day. And at my dad's house, my stepmother's granddaughter, who was 4 years older than me, came to live with us. All you need to know is that all of a sudden I had this crazy wild stepsister from the Virgin Islands. Oh, and I changed schools that year, so in 3rd grade, I no longer had all of my friends and I had to make all new friends. Also, my mom's high school sweetheart was back in the picture, so all of a sudden I had this new stepdad, and he was great and charming and sweet, but he had some demons of his own that he was battling. 3rd grade was also the first year that I would get letter grades, so I was now hyper fixated on getting straight A's. Now more than ever, I needed the escape and the safety of ballet and my ballet family, but I didn't have it. And without the escapism fantasies of ballet, in 3rd grade is when I started having escapism fantasies and crushes on the other kids in my class. I ended up having my first boyfriend in 3rd grade. These poor boys just wanted to play kickball at recess, and I was there journaling about them because it was a way for me to imagine a better life for myself. That little girl spent so many lunches crying in the guidance counselor's office, and I just really want to scoop her up and give her a hug and let her know that I'm here now. That version of me needs to know that I'm safe and I'm okay and I'm healthy and happy on my own, and my joy does not harm anyone else, and yeah, my feelings are valid and worthy. Follow along to see how I still ended up becoming a professional ballet dancer and why I ultimately quit.